What up, everybody?
Hey, here
So
we go.
a third day of
Let's go.
value game, guys. What is up? All of my people that are showing up today.
There we go. We got the real ones on today. I love it.
Yep.
But awesome, man. And I was going to say, awesome shirt, by the way. If anyone was here yesterday, got the Bucky shirt going.
You already know what's up. Had to represent Bucky's today, y'all. Come on. Y'all thought this was a game? Y'all thought this was a game. Bro, when I first saw the sign, it said risk it for the brisket. I pulled over.
Not joking.
Okay? I got this shirt.
That's so awesome, dude. That's what I was saying. My kiddos absolutely would be there anytime I take them. They're pumped. So there we go, guys. And I love to see. Put in the chat if you got the homework done. Let's see, Guy got the homework done. We had. Let me go check with my team. I'm still getting in the final submissions here, so we have a crazy amount. Let's see here. Something like 30 some odd submissions. So I'm getting all that. Yeah. Which is like awesome to see. And again, you guys, the people who showed up today, you're the ones who have the chance to win. So you did the homework, you put in the work. Even if you didn't, you're going to have a chance to catch up on this and do this at your own pace beyond today. Like today's not the end of the journey. It's just, this is the beginning of the journey, right? These 3 days are getting you fired up and getting you going. But the people who did the homework and are on live today, those are the ones who have the chance to win a grand prize worth over $2,000 of free stuff. So today's gonna be a fun time, man. I'm pumped up, man. What have you thought of these last 3 days? Like, tell me, what your perspective this has been.
You know, man, what I love about what we've been able to do, just going over all of the things that we've added. This, guys, is a literal playbook on how to start and get going with one application, not 15, 20 different subscriptions, just one. And so I think that that's the most valuable thing. So many people think that to get into real estate requires thousands of dollars. Guys, you really just need, if I'm going to be real, you need 4 things to make it happen, okay? The first one is community, because birds of a feather, they typically go the same direction together, right? So having a community of like-minded individuals, like what we got here with AW and all of my people that are a part of the group and all of those that are outside of AW that are in here, right? A community, that's it. The second thing that you need is some type of tool to do everything. Deal machine. Find leads, call leads, send direct mail, text messages, drive for dollars, knock on doors. Everything that you guys need is in one tool, not 20 different tools, but in one. It's very necessary. The third thing is you need a map, a massive action plan. And that's what you're getting through the duration of us doing this. You're getting the playbook on what it is that you need to do, how you need to start. You know what I'm saying? All of my guys in the community got your script. You know what to say. If you don't got a script, Alma can give you a script inside of Deal Machine. Ask it and she'll do it for you. And so you have the massive action plan. The fourth thing that you need is the fruit of what everybody has within. It's the desire to become greater than what you actually are. And so, guys, that fourth piece right there is 80% psychology, 20% what you do with the other 3 pieces. And so I'm just super excited, man. I had a big call yesterday because it was funny. Like my guy Anil was in the call, but we were talking about my frustrations with the amount of people that didn't show up, and for the ones that did, their level of participation. And so, man, we had that call yesterday at 7:00, bro. It was super awesome. And I got people in here now that are so fired up, they're ready to be a part of it, dude. So, guys, all my action takers in this building, we're so proud to have you here on day 3. We're ready to rock and roll. We're going to show you some more tips and tricks, strategies, and tools that you can use inside of Deal Machine to help you get closer to funding and closing on either your first deal or getting traction using this platform and scaling up. So, yeah, Matt, I'm excited, man. Let's run it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I've had a great experience with you guys too. Like, it's been a really fun past couple of days. Like, love to see how fired up your community gets, and it's real about taking action. Like I said, I look at the homework assignments or the homework submissions rather. Proud of you guys. So great job on yourself. We got people jumping in the chat here. Let's see, who was it? Anil said, "I got over my fear, made calls this morning, all from the dialer." That is awesome. Like, that is a massive, massive win here. I'd love to know if you guys can jump in the chat. Tell me your biggest takeaway from these last 3 days. Like, I would love to know how are you different today than you were on Sunday or you were on Monday morning? Like, what has changed in you? What has unlocked in you? Like, people going through this, we want this to be an aha moment for you. We want you to understand, like, this is possible. This is doable. It's not rocket science. Like, there are literally 10,000 closing in on 15,000 deals done using Deal Machine. Like, we want you guys to be that next one. And on top of that, not even all those people have a community support like this. Like you said, our most successful customers in general and people we talk to, it's they lead with action, yes, but they have that on-demand support, these people to fall back on, a community to fall back on and ask, like, hey, what do I do here? And can we team up there? And what would you do in this situation? Like, the more you're taking action, the more you're going to be able to have some, get value out of somebody you can rely on and ask these questions to. So it's awesome to see you guys here in the in the chat teaming up, and keep saying where you're based out of too. Again, guys, we use this as a chance to be able to go out there and again, meet each other, potentially do deals together. And if you didn't go through and actually complete the homework, again, I want to say one more time, hey, it's a bummer you're not in the giveaway, but hey, that's okay. Like, every little step is going to add up to big wins when you do it consistently every day like this. So you have the playbook, you're going to have the knowledge. We're going to send out those replays for all 3 days. So you'll have all that on hand to refer to keep using as your playbook. Like, use these 3 days as a launching pad for the rest of this month, the rest of this year, in 2025. Like, I'm fired up to see what you guys do from here. Like, that's the real fun part, right? So today, again, we're going to be digging into some new trainings on especially like tools to help you close the deal. I'll briefly reiterate what we covered the first 2 days inside Deal Machine there, just to make sure you guys get one final rep in right there of kind of the pro tips of what works when it comes to building the list, when it comes to marketing. But today, the primary bulk of it is going to be focused on, okay, we've got a couple tools inside Deal Machine to help you continue to follow up with leads, to help you stay organized, to help you understand how to make an offer and close that deal, right? So I'll be going through all this stuff inside the Deal Machine app. Here's that free trial one more time for you guys here. If you're going to go through this with us, and again, do the homework, or, if you haven't started that trial yet, that's pulled up right there for you. It's just dealmachine.com/AW, or you can click the button there. We also, tonight is the final night for our unveiled sale, which I've been talking about, these last 3 days. But this is your chance here, guys. If you want 50% off a Deal Machine, like the best deal we give out all year, lock in that price point. Tonight is the night to be able to pull the trigger on that. And that's something where if you're in a spot and you're like, I'm going to take this serious beyond just a couple days, beyond even just a couple months. Like, if you're going to do this for 6 months or more, you're getting 50% off. Like, the math works there, right? So it's like, hey, go out there. If you're going to invest in yourself, you're going to save a ton of money on that deal in the process. So I'll make sure to share that link out by the end of this as well too. So, Q, do you see any good takeaways in the chat here that we should highlight? It's a great chance to kind of just crowdsource our knowledge here. We got a lot of smart people on here. So
for sure, man. I love what I'm seeing here. My guy DeAndre, I've actually known him way back in the day. A lot of you guys might not know this, but I used to be a fire spinner, and I was in that scene with a bunch of people. DeAndre is a really cool dude that I met in that scene. He's actually really talented. He can play the guitar. He was there the night that I had met my wife over 10 years ago, and he played the guitar while her and I actually shared our first kiss in front of him. He doesn't even know that, but I'm dropping that there. And so, DeAndre just made his first call. He's brand new to this business. Super proud of you, man. It's a numbers game, guys. Not every single record is going to have the correct information, but don't let that deter you from continuing to go. This is a numbers game. The goal is to make 100 calls, have 10 meaningful conversations. A lot of people might not answer. A lot of numbers might be wrong, but even if the number is wrong, you still want to create an opportunity. Ask about a property that they might own if they're interested in selling. We're making these calls anyway. The goal is to create volume. That's my first tip for you guys. Second thing here, my dude Anil said that he went over and stepped out on faith and decided to make his first call. Last night when we were talking, he was talking about how do you get over the fear of making calls on the phone. Guys, cold calling, understand this. This is the second tip that I'm going to give you guys based on the feedback that we're getting in the comments. No matter what, your seller cannot reach in through this phone and sock you in the chin for anything that you mentioned to them. They can't hurt you. The phone cannot hurt you. So always make sure that you understand this when you're calling them. Nobody's going to wonk you upside the head just because you didn't say the right thing or you trip over your words or get nervous. Eventually, from cold calling more often, guess what happens, guys? You gain more confidence and you're actually able to start closing more deals because now you know what you're talking about. You're going to have to get used to getting hung up on. You know, I always set the goal. I don't say how many people can I talk to. And Matt mentioned this yesterday. He said, how many no's can I get? So be prepared for the worst. Understand that when you start making your phone calls. Another guy said here, it's all about action. He has a couple of properties that he's already going to go look at to make an offer. My advice on you is that your goal every week should be able to make a minimum of 5 offers. If you can make a minimum of 5 offers, you can get 1 property under contract. Now, typically, guys, in this business, it's 3 to 1. So then our goal should be to make 15 offers so that we can get 3 properties under contract to close 1 real estate deal. And again, those could be for a lot of different variables. Some of you guys might ask me, how come that it's only 1 out of 3? It's because out of 3 really rowdy, crazy situations, typically sellers get cold feet. Sometimes they might not want to sell anymore. They might get a higher offer from someone else. There's so many variables. Maybe Bob, Billy, and Joe are all 3 dead. And then you're talking to Cecilia and she's the one who owns the house. And she decides that she doesn't want to sell or deal with the heirs, AKA her nephews, that are wanting to sign away from that deal, because it might be a probate deal. So just understand that's why it's imperative to always have 3 properties rotating in contract as you begin to submit offers. Making offers is a very volume-based thing. And so I had another person here, super cool. He said, let me see. What's up, 25 offers in 1 day. Let's go. My friend Aurelis here said, knocked on a list near my house and went straight to my car. Guys, this is, advice that I would give to anybody. If you're going to approach a property and it might be vacant, always make sure that you take the precautions. Never knock on doors by yourself. I don't care how ambitious that you are. Have somebody in the vehicle with you. Make sure that no matter what you do, when you walk into a home, that the camera is always on and you are filming and recording in the event that something happens. In Texas, because I'm in Texas, and for all my Florida people, conservative states, I'm going to tell you guys, we stay packed here. You don't got to worry about that here, but in other places, you might not have the same laws that are loose when it comes to firearm ownership. Anybody can walk into a donut shop in Texas and walk out with an AR. It's just the way it is here. You can walk down the street with an AR in your hands as long as it's concealed. That's how crazy it is. Just make sure that you make all the extra precautions. Keep your pepper spray on you, your taser, whatever it is that you feel that makes you feel comfortable before going out and looking at a vacant home. 9 times out of 10, when you walk into it, there could be a bunch of homeless people in there doing drugs. And I don't want you guys to get in trouble and or not have something there to defend yourself in the event that your life is being put at risk. Driving for dollars is a very scary tactic. It is one of the most effective tactics, but those are some of the precautions that I wish somebody would have told me when I walked in on one of the worst things you could ever think of in this business. And I was like, whoa. And I tell you, there's some crazy stuff that, if you're in my community, I'll probably do a few case studies on some of the things that I've seen because they're kind of controversial yet really crazy. But I was young at the time and I'm trying to figure out the business in that age group. And I'm just like, this is insane. You deal with a lot of drugs, crackheads, things like that, but just to keep it PG-13 here, we can move on from that. Just make sure that you are taking the necessary precautions when you drive for dollars. So those are my 5 tips for you guys based on some of the feedback that we got.
That was great, man. Yeah, I mean, I think too, we've heard that popular request of wanting us to show cold calling and kind of show it, spend some time on that. The way that we've structured out this challenge, we don't have as much time to focus on just that session, but that could be something, Q, if I could talk you into it, something to do in your community potentially is hey, let's go on there and do a cold call, session and show people in real time how to do this stuff. So
I put this on the calendar for the group. If you guys are inside of the AW group, even if you just want to be a part of the cold call challenge, I opened it up so that it's 7 days for anybody that's in this webinar to join for free. 7 days for free. And then afterwards, guys, if you don't cancel, it's going to charge you and you'll have to be with me until you make more money. I'd love for you to stay. But on Friday, we're going to do a quick cold call challenge. We're not going to be talking to warm leads. We're actually going to hop on the dialer with my group this Friday at 7 p.m. CST. And I'm going to be making calls until about 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. And so if you guys are wanting to see me make calls and me put properties under contract and me make offers, because we're not going to have time to do it on the session, hit that link right there and hop in. It's going to be valuable. Everybody in the community, man, all my AW people stand up. It speaks for itself. It's tons of resources and tools inside of it. I'm still working through the courses. This challenge is recorded and inside of it as well in course format with transcripts, challenges, lessons, everything that you guys need to get the biggest bang for your buck being involved with the group. Everybody that is a part of this on Friday, we've met 8 times this week. It's going to be 8 times. By the time it's Saturday, it's 8 times that we've been meeting this week. So this is going to be crazy. But on Saturday, guys, I'm going to hop on Deal Machine. I'm going to pull a list. I'm going to start calling that list. If you've been wanting to get mirrored, guys, if you want to mirror me and you've been wanting to get that mentorship, this is your chance to be a part of that and to really see what it's like to do the business raw, uncut, just in there making calls, man. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, I'd love to have you. That's going to be Friday at 7 p.m. CST. Let's do it.
There we go. Put that fire emoji in the chat, like Lewis, if you guys are game for that. So that is amazing. I see the one commonality I see across all this 2Q is an increase in confidence. Like we're seeing people get out there and put in the reps and realize like, hey, yeah, I even if I got a no, even if I did that, I overcame my fear. I'm in a better position than I was before I made that call. I'm one no closer to that. Yes, I'm getting better at this, right? So I love to see your guys' mindset, how this has been shifting over the last 3 days. Awesome job to everybody in here. So I want to celebrate you for taking action just to get us rolling in here. So all right, let's get into the new training, man. Is there anything else you wanted to cover before we do the training? And I do want to reiterate one more time, we're going to be doing the giveaway at the end of this call too. So make sure you're on. You got to be on live to win this giveaway. We've got like 30 or so homework submissions. So we've got a lot of people on here who could win. I'd hate for you to be not on live and then win and we have to spin again. So anything else here, Q, before we get to the new stuff?
Let's jump into it and give these guys the sauce, man.
There we go. That's why we're here. So, all right. So you can see Deal Machine right there, hopefully, Q.
Yeah, I can see it.
Perfect. So going into this here, we talked about, again, day one, it was all about how do you build that list, right? We talked through driving for dollars. We talked through virtual driving for dollars. We talked through pulling a list based on the data. We talked through using AI to analyze that list, or AI vision builder. So each of those individual things where, the driving for dollars approach is simply, tapping on a property, hitting add lead and building your list that way, where you're looking for rundown houses around you. You're using the mobile app, you're using the desktop app in different ways. The mobile is primarily what you're going to be using if you are physically driving around an area. Desktop is great for virtual D4D, where you've got this top left corner, you click start driving, click on the map, hit start driving, and you can virtually drive for dollars by clicking for dollars here, right? By looking around and going through it this way and looking for houses and just adding leads manually, using the street image, right? So you've got a couple of ways to do the driving for dollars portion. The list building portion, we talked about filtering based on, we've got 700 plus data points here to be able to filter by and go in and look at, everything from equity and mortgage info, demographic data, land tax, foreclosure, rehab costs, liens, HOAs, all kinds of stuff to dig into here, and build that list where you're, stacking these data points. And then you're using AI to go in and analyze those data points and tell me, hey, you know what? Show me distressed properties out of this list, right? It's pulling those needles out of the haystack there. So those couple of things, I know we've reiterated that training for a couple days now. Make sure to go watch the day one replay, especially day two. Q dropped some awesome knowledge in that arena too. So just, if you miss those first 2 days, or if you want to go back, rewatch them and take notes again, highly recommend that. Guy, you can upload a list and do this as well with uploading a list. So I'll show you guys that here in a second. But that was day one. Any other thing, just thinking about day one and the list building piece, Q, is there any other nugget that you want to share there? I think we shared so much already, but
we did. We gave everyone an action plan. So when you rewatch day one, there's no excuse to just jump in and start building out your list and knowing what to go after. That's what day one was for me, as far as value goes anyway.
Absolutely. And then day two was, what do we do with that list? How do we take these leads and start reaching out to them? So yesterday we really dug in on using the dialer, on using the direct mail. The dialer, you click to call right here, where you can just simply hover over a phone number or pull open your list that you just pulled. And let me find a good list here. pull open a list that you built, and then hit this call button up top, and it'll start dialing through the list for you. Being able to go through it. I will mention, even if you somebody brought up like, hey, it's a numbers game, somebody who's like a family member or not the owner, we always go in there and even offer referrals. Say, hey, do you know anybody, right, that's looking to sell? And hey, we offer a referral fee for that, like making people aware that you're just building a whole army of referrals that every single conversation you're taking time out, building a relationship and making it a productive conversation that could lead to deals. So I recommend that. We've got the dialer here that we walked you guys through yesterday, where it's that click to call, and it's using AI to take notes for you, transcribe the call, give you a summary, and then, like Hugh had said, even suggest for you what to say next. Even go in there, it can go in and say like, hey, yeah, ask the seller about this, ask the seller about that. It'll actually, give you some guidance in real time. And especially if you take Hugh's scripts right here and jump into your dialer settings and upload that script right here, that's where it's going to take that as part of the prompt. And again, use all the demographic data, the property data, the contact info, and then our prompting and our focused AI kind of pre-programming there to come up with that suggestion of where to take the conversation. So, there we go. And Anil used it to leave voicemails. Amazing. So that's another great way. You can go in, train it to be an AI voice clone of your voice. You opt into that obviously, but you can train it to sound like you. And when you leave voicemails, you click that drop AI voicemail button, and it is going to sound like you leaving a message saying the right seller name, the right address, the right callback number, everything for you, saving 30 seconds to 45 seconds per drop, right? And then just keep going. So if you're calling a high volume, that can be super, super helpful. The uploading a list right here, you hit the add leads button and import list, and it'll import a CSV file, an Excel file, anything. All you need is those addresses. You upload that list here, and now it will backfill everything for you. It'll give you the email addresses, the phone numbers, all of the property data, everything built in once you just give it an address. So that is, if you have a list anywhere outside of Deal Machine, you want this to be kind of your go-to spot for the free skip tracing, for the cold calling, for the direct mail that we talked through yesterday when you click the start mail button and you're able to customize postcard designs and all of that. Just upload those lists right here, and you have one place to kind of manage everything, like Q had said, and create these mail campaigns that are on repeat. Like, this is a way to reach out to a lead over and over and over again and stay top of mind. It's something that when we look at the data and we say, hey, when are the deals happening? Like, how persistent do you have to be? Like, what kind of lead nurture do you need to have? What kind of follow-up do you need to have? It is the people that stay top of mind that, if you have 3+ touch points for people, 3+ different ways that you're reaching out to them, or 3+ ways you're getting in front of them and building that relationship, that is really when it tips the scales in your favor of, okay, they're going to actually think of you when it's time to actually sell the property. So if you're able to put that, reach out with a call, leave a voicemail, maybe do something in person like you talked about, and do that follow-up mail, that's where you're putting yourself in a spot to really break through and be seen as hey, here's a local resource for me to sell to fast. So, anything else?
I really wanted to, Matt, if we can also go over this real fast, because yes. I want to really reiterate on why Alma is such an important resource. One of the things that my good friend Andre said, he said, where can I pull up the comps while you're on the dialer? So while you're on the dialer, you click on the property address, which Matt can do this in front of us, any of these addresses. The address that's going to be pull up right here, it's going to give you a general idea of what the house's estimated value is. Now, what you can also do is you can click on Alma, and Alma can do a couple of things. Alma can assess the property and give you a generalized overview of what it believes that the property is going to be worth. So I believe that is one of the things that Alma can do. Second thing that Alma can do is help you formulate an offer for wholesaling real estate. So let's say just based on the outside of the house, we can see that the property needs about $20,000 of work. So we can literally just type in a message, say, hey, Alma, tell me what I should offer for this property and give me multiple options. Calculate an offer. The strategy here is for wholesaling. And there it goes. It's going to give you the estimated value, estimated repair costs based on photos that it's utilizing from AI. It's going to tell you the maximum allowable offer at 70%. this is a great deal at 94,000. So that my goal would be to at least put in an assignment fee. So I would offer close to, let's say 90,000. And that would be like a $4,000 assignment fee. But guys, I mean, look at this. This is why this is so important. This is literally prime time. And Jose has a question. Do we pay more for Alma? No, she comes with the software, right?
That's on Deal Machine Pro. It comes right with it, man. So that's where. So that all going through all this right here. This is one of the couple tools I wanted to make sure we really nailed for you guys today on this kind of new section of training. Is exactly what Q's talking about here. Is you read my mind, man. Like, use the AI assistant to help you with this entire calculation, and you can go back and forth. I just put in and said, hey, yeah, I want to make a $10,000 assignment fee. So cool, it redid the math for me. It came in here and said, great, let me add that in here. Or you know what, make the here we go. Make the max level offer percentage 75% instead. You can go back and forth, and it'll actually again recalculate that offer for you based on all these numbers and give you the new max allowable offer to go through all this together. So yeah, use this kind of shorthand to make you super, super productive. And Arturo, it's actually the $875 for a year of pro on that unveiled deal. Here, I'll put that up here for you guys because the unveiled deal here. Here we go. Let me make sure we're good there.
Pro, Matt, aren't you also able to pull more than 10,000 leads a month on the pro?
Oh yeah, 50,000 leads total. Yeah,
50,000 leads.
Yeah. Okay. And you can export. You've got. I mean, Pro is our most popular plan. Pro is our most powerful plan. It's got all the mail sequences unlocked, all the AI stuff, all the route planning stuff. Starter is good to just like dip your toe in the water. But if you're serious about really getting out there and doing deals, like Pro is going to give you the full functionality.
That's how much in skip tracing Deal Machine's giving you every month, y'all. That's how much money that you're not having to spend. Okay, like Deal Machine's giving you $6,500 a month worth of data. You take that, multiply it by 12. That's $78,000 worth of data for what? $800, dude. I'm sorry, but that's insane, dude. That is just insane. Deal Machine put my data company out of business. It's okay. I love David and Matt. Mine. It's okay.
It's something. It's been awesome to see the response from the industry, like to see people get out there. And again, that's why our dialer contact rates have been 20 to 25% user base wide, is because the dialer is really strong, but also the skip tracing, the contact data is very, very strong. So. Yes, if you go, the dialer, like you said, the dialer is included, unlocked. The functionality is unlocked, right? You don't have to pay for the dialer. It's just you have to pay for the usage of it. So if you use it a little bit, you pay a couple cents a minute. If you want to use it unlimited, it's $99 a month to do unlimited calls. So, you've got a couple options there. But it's all based on usage. So if you're not using it, that's okay. If you are using it, hey, consider the kind of unlimited plan right there. So.
Bro, this is really just revolutionary, man. And I love that you guys are making this business an equal playing field. I'm telling y'all right now, my company used to spend $120,000 on data every year. If Deal Machine would have put this out there in 2019, 2018, when we were literally racking in 6-figure months, but we were pumping out 6 figures in data, like, dude, it's such an evil, it's not evil. It's a leveled playing field now where even the newbie can jump in and have access to all of these tools in one place. Guys, my overhead used to be like $70,000 for a dialer, for leads, for skip tracing, for a computer with the data and the software to make cold calls. I used to have to spend like $200-300 just for a dialer. I was using Mojo dialer at the time. It's just crazy to think about it, man. Like, I just never thought that I'd ever be alive to see this business be so cheap to get into, and the barrier of entry is like so open right now for anybody. And not a lot of people know about all of these updates that Deal Machine has, y'all. So like, I'm just being real. Like, I am in the data game. I'm telling you guys, people still buy leads from me. I'd lose business if I told them about Deal Machine. So you guys are learning about Deal Machine right now. It's a big thing. It's like, it's crazy. It's just mind-boggling to me. Keep going.
We definitely we're a startup. We're like been always focused on innovating, getting better and better and better, but we don't have like this massive budget to get out there too. So it's awesome to see like the people who are taking hold of it, spreading the word, really sharing that. I mean, like I know the quality of the product is what has helped us grow, is that people go out there and they're if we can blow their minds with an awesome product, then people will ideally share that with others, right? So it's been awesome to team up with UQ, get in front of your community. I know we're really proud to say we're the highest rated, most reviewed app out there to go do off market deals, and that's kind of reflected in the ratings and reviews there. And also in general too, I mean, our mission, our one-line mission in Deal Machine is to be able to go out there and give everyone the power of real estate investing. And like you said there, it used to be for these huge companies with huge budgets that would have access to this kind of tool or data. Now it's just right on your phone right there. And it's for, a monthly cost like that. Like we want to make it so that everyone can approach this and get into this business, and you do one deal and it pays for itself, 10, 20 times over. So the AI assistant, absolutely use that to help you guys close deals, make offer prices. You do also have, really quickly here, Q, you do also have MLS comps. So this comping, let me see if I can find a good spot to show you a lot of comps in the area. But that comping button is the only button we have not shown off here today. So let me see. I think this area is going to have some good ones. So if we click on a property and then click on comps, here we go. Let me see. I'm going to find a good example for you guys. All right, let me see. Maybe I have the filters too tight. So you click into the comp button, right? And up here, you'll be able to start to see MLS comps of properties that fit a similar, condition. They're comparable to the property you're analyzing, right? And you can change the filters on the comps to be able to come up with looser or more strict terms. So in here, you've got MLS data. You've got, let's back it up to a year just to see if we can start to get some examples in here. Square footage range, plus or minus right here to work with. Year built plus or minus year. So that way you're keeping it similar size, similar year build. Let's broaden all these up just to see if we can get some examples here. And you can start to see comps come in, hopefully, that fit your criteria. And, bed bath also an option right here too. And here we go. Now we've got 9 comps that fit that broad kind of criteria, right? The next step we can take in here is we can then hit this start drawing tool and say that, hey, you know what? We want to get close to the property itself. Here's the property, and we don't want to cross any major streets or anything. Let me hit the draw tool, draw around that area, and make sure that the comps that are actually truly comps, because they're not crossing any other major streets, are incorporated into this outcome here. And then you can even go through, hey, this one's clearly an outlier. Great. Now we've got all this down here. These 4 comps are pretty solid, and it's going to give us an estimated value of 498. So we actually are pretty close to our general estimated value algorithm right here too. So the comping tool, Alma, all that stuff is going to help you come to a really, really strong and confident offer when it comes to talking to the seller, talking, what the ARV is, talking about what the max allowable offer should be based on that ARV, and closing deals.
I think one of the most valuable takeaways from what we were just showing you guys right now, in my opinion, they've really taken a process that should normally take 15 to 20 minutes to make an offer on a property. Guys, I used my own tools on that Deal Machine app. The video that I did with David, I used my own tools on that. And this is so crazy to think about this, but it took me 15 minutes to make that seller an offer. It's crazy because I'm wondering if David took that and was like, let's make it easier for Q, and added this, made it easier for everybody. So it's so cool that you can, in a matter of seconds, literally less than 1 minute, have an offer prepared for your seller, a ballpark verbal agreement. Now, obviously, you're going to have to send a contract and all of that, but that's post that. The first thing is getting, yes, I'll take it. That's a great number. Most of you guys have to wait 10 minutes, pause your seller, build rapport while you're running all these numbers. And this is what I think is most valuable, is that convenience sells, and that's the psychology of it, guys. Think about Uber Eats and DoorDash. How are these companies making billions of dollars more, and they don't even own a restaurant? they've monetized other restaurants by creating a partnership that allows for people to create a business and make a source of income by delivering food for multiple different types of areas and different restaurants. Why do people pay for it? Is because it's convenient. Think about Shipt, right? Green Card or whatever it's called. You can literally get your groceries delivered to you now without even having to go to a grocery store. That's how intricate it is. But this is the most valuable takeaway from what I'm seeing here. And I just want everybody to recognize this, is that your speed to offer, your convenience is going to increase your close ratio, because it's going to be like, boom, how'd you come up with that offer so fast? Well, look, I actually have a software that I'm utilizing in front of me. We're just abusing these things, So for us, it's nothing for us to just pump out an offer, put some numbers in here, ask you a couple of questions, and now we got your offer. So are you willing to move forward? And so I think that that's just such a cool piece, man. I just want to really highlight that for everyone.
Love it. And appreciate you kind of answering some questions in the chat there for everybody too. It's something like, again, we want to give you guys tools to build the list, market to the list, and then close deals here. I think like the final tool I want to be able to share with you guys in terms of staying organized with these leads and staying on top of them and continuing to nurture them. One, you're sending postcards to them if you put them on a mail campaign. So that's something that you don't even have to think about. It just goes in your sleep, right? Which is awesome to be able to kind of scale the marketing strategy that way. But the second thing is we do have some note taking and task management in here. We're kind of a light CRM, very light in that way, where you can actually go in and you'll see like, hey, yeah, if I click on this activity button up here, where again, we touched on info about the property. We touched on comping just now. We touched on mail. And then, we came in here. There you go. The comps, $100 off estimate value. I love it. Then the activity button is where you're going to start to see all these different kind of notes coming in, including, hey, here's my era on my team left a voicemail. Perfect. I can then add additional notes. I can add tasks. So if I'm going to, if I need to go on an appointment, great. Appointment at 3 p.m. tomorrow, we'll call it. I'll set this in here. I'll create that task. And now when I jump into Deal Machine, this top right corner, I have a little task manager. I can click into this and check those tasks off as I knock them out. So that task management, the note taking is just all tools to help you stay top of mind. Make sure you don't lose any leads in the process. Make sure you really work your pipeline well. And if you can just simply follow through with what you say you're going to do, you say you're going to go on an appointment, you say you're going to make a call back, you say you're going to make an offer, like just doing that alone is going to put you ahead of the vast majority of people in your market. Like it is again, following through with what you say you're going to do to sellers is one way to just consistently stand out and really build trust with them. So all those tools, the kind of follow-up, notes and tasks right there, the comping, the ALMA, all that stuff is going to really, really help you out. I will say, Angel, we do have an open API. If you're really techie, you can just email me direct and I can help you guys out with getting you set up there on passing data from Deal Machine into your CRM or vice versa. And then we do have Zapier set up, or zapier.com. That integration is set up as well. So we see a lot of people use us and plug us in with other CRMs or other tools, for long-term lead nurture using Zapier as well. So want to make you guys aware of that stuff, as we kind of get into the giveaway here in just a few minutes. So
can we highlight support, bro? And also the consistent amount of education that is constant. I want y'all to know when you decide to be a part of Deal Machine, you also get community and support. And their team is available 24/7 and even on holidays to answer your questions and to guide you and help you. And so I just want y'all to know that those are things that are also a part of the platform. What is one of the things that makes a platform successful? Consistent education, consistent calls. Once you're a part of the Deal Machine family, bro, they will have an onboarding call with you to help you learn the software to ensure that you are getting success using it. No other software does that. They say, here you go, pay, and then they never talk to you again. Once they have you paying, it doesn't matter. Here's all these videos that you need to watch. No, man, some people need that hands-on training. And I think that that's very valuable, bro. That little question mark button on the top right-hand side of the screen, they know me because I'm always in there messaging them because I'm not the best tech-savvy guy. I open the chat support and bada bing, bada boom. There's also a ton of downloadables. There's receivables. There's courses. There's tutorials. everything that you need. So there's really no excuse as to why you can't jump in and learn the platform. It's so easy once you get the hang of it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we invest a ton in our support team and again, continue to evolve and get better and better at that. We do have office hours too. I want to share that link with you guys. It's dealmachine.com/office-hours. So that way, this was an awesome 3 days with you guys. But if you have additional questions on, hey, how to use Deal Machine to do this or that, Ryan Hewitt, who is our head of customer success, he's awesome. He's on those 4 days a week. So you have an hour live to jump on and talk directly to the guy on our team of how to do this or how to do that. And even if you don't have a question on how to use Deal Machine in a certain way, I guarantee you'll learn something if you jump on those calls, because they're, people are asking great questions and connecting. It's great for networking. So bookmark that link too, guys.
The owner make calls. The owner of this company jumped on the phone and made phone calls.
Yeah.
Most of the guys that get to this point, they don't do that anymore, right? Like, it's me and just a very few people that will actually hop on the phone and show that they still got it. Most people, when they transition to coach or software, they're like out of the business. No, dude, David's still doing real estate. So you guys are literally getting a software from someone who is still doing the business, who's not just selling a SaaS, software as a service. They are involved and still actively buying property. So he uses the tool himself. I don't know, man. There's something that's real dope about that just makes me happy. I think that there's just a lot of people that kind of cop out or they sell out once they hit a certain level. It don't matter how many users that David has. David, if I'm being honest, I don't even think the guy cares about money. He's like the Elon Musk of real estate to me. And every time I talk to him, he's just wearing normal ass clothes and we just hang out and chill. And it's like, the dude bought a Ferrari and then sold it because he just wanted to live a normal life. And I don't know, man, it just speaks volumes on who he is as a person. So like, I love David. I got to speak highly on the owner too, is that the guy's somebody that we can relate to because he's someone that was in the weeds, actually knocking on doors, literally driving for dollars.
Yeah.
The Deal Machine was in the beginning, guys, Deal Machine was just a driving for dollars app. Now it's so much more than that. And so you guys can see this now. It's way different from when I first started, but just make sure that y'all sign up for it, dude. It's such a great tool, and I would love for everybody to be a part of all of this motion that we're making in this business using it.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's been awesome to go through these 3 days with you guys on these trainings. Again, you've got our office hours link, and here's my direct line as well. I want to do the giveaway here in just a minute, but as we get to that queue, I know these 3 days have been fantastic to kind of give people that playbook, show people what to do, give them the homework on how to execute on the stuff. Like, where can people go from here? I know you talked about how, and it's been awesome to see the comments in the chat here of how supportive your community is. Like, can you tell people like, hey, if you want to continue on this journey, where should they go from here?
Man, like 100%, guys, join AW and be a part of the movement. Deal Machine does special things with our group. They give away subscriptions, they give away prizes, they give away all kinds of stuff to help us do this, and I just think that, well, first and foremost, I speak on behalf of our whole community that we're very grateful for these 3 days, man. And guys, I'd love to continue this. It's more than just Deal Machine. We teach a lot of real estate investing, creative finance, subject to. We teach sales tactics. We're doing the business actively, and I can't see a lot of people that are actually in here that are legitimately doing the business still and teaching it as they go. Yesterday, y'all, I went to an appointment, recorded the whole thing on my glasses. I have these badass glasses, the Ray-Ban glasses, guys. There's cameras on these things. It's so cool. So, I take these on seller appointments to document what it is that I'm doing. And if you see the little thing kind of like blink here, there's like a light. This is a camera. It's a 4K camera. It's kind of cool, man. But once I start going and doing what I'm doing, you guys get the opportunity to follow through with this. I know a lot of y'all might not know. This might be your first time joining out of the last 3 days, but I made the decision on January 1st that I'm going to take all the money that I have in my bank account and I'm going to move it in a place where I cannot touch it. I'm only going to have 1 month's worth of bills. That's it. And I'm going to build a real estate business from the ground up. So you guys can follow me in that journey in the school community as I document the whole process. Because if you have no money and you're just starting out, this is the greatest opportunity in the world to follow with somebody who's done it before, started from nothing, building it into something now with more experience. So my goal is to close and fund a deal within 3 weeks of me doing what we're teaching here in this challenge. And once you guys see it, that I can do it, then there's no excuse as to why you can't. I'm going to go from solo operation all the way to office with butts and seats, cold calling leads, a whole infrastructure, CFO, CMO, COO, and the whole process is going to be documented on both my YouTube channel and inside of the community in deeper detail. So guys, I'd love to have you on the other side. It's free to join for 7 days. You guys can check it out. If not, you can cancel anytime. There's 0 risk. The people who want to stay are the ones that I want to teach. So I'd love for you guys to be a part of it, man.
I'm so pumped for your whole series and your whole journey of what you're going to show people next year. And I mean, that's just so powerful to show like, hey, I'm doing this, but also you can do this too, right? You follow this with me. So
yeah,
amazing. All right. Well, you've got that resource here, guys. I know the last thing I wanted to be able to do with you here is what you've been waiting for, that grand prize giveaway. So what we're going to do here is I have a list of everybody who's turned in the homework. If you turn it in twice, you're on there twice. So you've got all that right there for you. Be laid out in front of you. We're going to have a little wheel spinner that I'll share my screen here in just a minute to do this here live. But again, 1, you got to be on live to win. And 2, you had to have turned in the homework to be on this spinner. Now, the winner of today's entire giveaway here, first thing they're going to get is an entire year of Deal Machine Pro. So everything we've lined up for you, all the mail unlocked, all the CRM stuff, all the AI stuff, all the route planning, the driving for dollars, the virtual D4D, the list building, everything, the comping, everything that we just laid out there for you guys on Pro. 50,000 leads right there. That's, $6,000 of skip tracing right there. And then on top of all that as well, you continue to get involved with our community. You have all that support here for you too. So you will get a year of Deal Machine Pro for free. We're going to give you guys $200 of free marketing with it. So postcards, you can use that for dialing. Literally that'd be thousands of minutes of dialing. That could be a ton, 500 plus postcards, something like that. That could be our AI list building. You could use it for anything around the usage of Deal Machine, the marketing right there. And then you'll have all that lined up ready to go for you for the entire year. You're getting that, the $200 plus that year of Deal Machine Pro ready to go. So somebody on here is going to win that thing. You got to be on live to win. So make sure we're going to give you like a minute in the chat here. Spam out number 1. There we go, guys. We're going to give you a minute on the chat here. You got to jump in and say, me, I'm here. So you can claim this thing. But Q, what do you think of that, man? We're excited to give this away.
Let's do it, dude. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
About to make some day. All right. There we go, guys. So we're going to go through this. Q, give me a little bit of a drum roll here, please, as we're going to be spinning this thing. You got to claim your name in the chat. Make sure you're here. Ready? The winner.
Yo, buy a lottery ticket after this. Buy a lottery ticket after this. Come on.
The winner of the giveaway is...
Oh, my God. Danielle, dude, what?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, dude.
I'm here, Danielle. Danielle already jumped in.
Oh my God, y'all, I just talked to this man. Like, what? Oh my God, bro.
Congratulations.
Come on, man. Round of applause.
Jump in the chat, give him a congrats here. Give Danielle a
if that's not God working in this man's life, dude, man, that's just beautiful, bro. Wow. That's
awesome.
So excited, man. I'm so happy for you, bro.
There we
Danielle,
go.
Dude, that's my guy right there, dude. Let's rock and roll, man.
There we go.
So exciting.
We're going to hook you up, Danielle. You're going to get $200 for the free marketing, the year of free Deal Machine right there, all that ready to go. Our team's going to get in touch with you, make sure you have that all set up. And then to everybody else, again, the real prize here is going out and doing deals, right? Like if you didn't win the grand prize, that's okay. You're going to have the replays. You've got the playbook. You've got this AW community. You've got Deal Machine to help you. You've got everything you need. Go out there and just run with it and make this a habit, right? Continue to get better and better and better at this. It's so inspiring to see Q, your health journey, to see how you're going back on your real estate journey next year. Like you build these habits, you've got all the support here. Now it's up to you to take that and run with it here. So you've got all of that. Again, congratulations on the giveaway. I love to see that. Danelle, you got to keep in touch, man, because you're like obligated to do deals now, right? Like you've got everything you need. So, this is awesome.
Bro. Like he booked a call with me after joining the AW community just for guidance and direction. And I literally told this dude that God was working in his life, man. And look at that. Look at that, crazy. Bro. If that's not confirmation of just God just being such a beautiful, wonderful, giving God, man. Come on, dude. Amen. Drop an amen in the comments if I'm talking to somebody here. Wow, bro. Just it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I needed that confirmation right now. So guys, you know, this challenge, we did this for y'all so that you guys have an outline. Your next step in this challenge is to redo it and start from day one and run through it again. I believe in all of you guys. All of you can run it. Let's give a huge round of applause for Matt for taking time out of his schedule these last 3 days to be consistent and just be with us and to help us and to show us and to give us his knowledge and his expertise. Matt, we really appreciate you, bro. Thank you for everything you have done for Deal Machine and for this community, bro. I can't tell you how grateful I am to be working alongside you, man. So guys, thank y'all so much for being a part of this. Matt, you want to say some closing words, bro?
Yeah, I hope you guys walk away with this just inspired. Not just that you're fired up, but that you know what to do from here. It's something that, again, we've seen it literally thousands of times over. People go on this journey and change their life with this and use this challenge as the turning point. Like, use this as your chance to be able to say, awesome, I'm not going to wait till next year. I'm going to start today after we hang up on this. I'm going to start tonight. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm taking this serious. And please keep in touch with me. Use me as a resource, guys. You've got my email. I'll throw it in my chat or in the chat one more time for you guys. Let me know how I can help. We're here for you guys. I want you to be that next one doing that first deal. And especially once you get to that first deal, it really unlocks how you can think. And I'm very excited for this, guys. It's been a fun 3 days. So,
dude, thank you, Matt. Really, bro. We're all grateful, bro. I'm so excited, guys. Get rocking and rolling. I'll see you on the other side. Let's go.
Happy deal finding. Thanks, guys.